up, guys? I'm Mel, and this is Dom.
Hello.
And this is our podcast. Welcome. Today, we are going to jump straight into it, and we are going to hit these memes hard. And by hard, I mean two. So, first one. Your healing might be offensive to those that benefited from your brokenness. Heal anyway. And then the second one is, they asked her, how do you get through tough moments? She answered, do not trust the way you see yourself when your mind is turbulent, and remember that even pain is temporary. Honor your boundaries, treat yourself gently, let go of perfection, and feel your emotions without letting them control you. You have enough experience to face the storm and evolve from it. And this is Young Pueblo. Yes. So today, Dominique, we are discussing communication and boundaries.
Yes.
Now, when my husband and I first got together, he literally brought me a list, or a link he sent me. It was 276 questions to ask your partner before marriage. And in our case, it was just before we started dating. Even though we knew we were going to date, but it was just to kind of check to see where the other one was at, you know, just to make sure, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure if you're, like, I've told you about the list a couple of times, but I'm not sure if, like, other people know about this list. There's so many different lists out there, but for this one in particular, it gets in depth, and I feel like a big problem with, like, why couples end up in such, you know, shitty situations is literally because the conversations that they're having, they're not, like, deep. I was looking for it online. What I saw, like, the reactions I saw for the questions was like, well, like, how would you find these things out? You talk to your partner. Like, and it was a lot of men, no offense, that were like, you just find these things out gradually as you go through your relationship, right?
Yeah.
However, there is a serious disconnect because when you look at people who are asking for advice online and things like that, clearly, like, there were conversations that weren't happening, and you're talking about people who are married for fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like literally discovering these pieces of their partner that they would have never agreed to from the jump had they known that this was the opinion that their partner had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think specifically they wouldn't have gotten into such a serious relationship. You invest a lot of time in someone when you have a mortgage and you know, and you have children or even without children. Like, you invest your time, you know, and as far as, like, you know, getting to know their family and bringing you into their community and stuff like that. So it's just, like, I feel like people aren't getting to the nitty-gritty of, like, what is really going to, like, create a long-standing, you know, relationship. And any couple that you ask that's been, you know, doing the thing for over 10 years, they'll tell you, like, it's communication. Communication. And everyone's just like, yeah. And it's just like, no, but seriously, it is communication.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you need to be asking these right questions. And when I first saw this, I was all about it. It wasn't overwhelming for me because at that time I was single for a while, and I realized that I didn't want to keep investing my time with, like, people that were just gonna waste it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I knew that I wanted to be in a serious relationship. Like, that's who I am as a person. I'm a caregiver. I'm a lover, and I want to, you know, just be in a serious relationship. Yeah. You know, everybody got a hoe phase, but, like, this hoe wanted to go home. So
and an end to that hope.
Yes. And so when he gave me this list, I was like, oh shit. Yeah. He's serious. Yeah. So I was like, I bet. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah. And it took a while. But what ended up happening for us was we both filled it out, right? Yeah. And then we spent the weekend together just going over the questions and discussing, and it's like, I know 276 questions can be extremely overwhelming. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you need to, you know, do this immediately. But I do think that glancing at the list and simply, like, getting in touch with yourself and your answers, right? is kind of gonna set the precedent for the relationship and for yourself, you know what I mean? And then you figure out, like, is this something I'm flexible with? You know? Or is this a hard line? Because that's the other thing. You know, as I was saying earlier, people get with people who, like, hit their hard line and they're already stuck. And they're just like, I don't want to get a divorce. I don't want to whatever. I have kids with this person. I live with this person. I love this person. And it's just like, you know, they're like, I wish I would have known this before. And so because I wasn't playing no games, and neither was, you know, Carlton, like, it was just refreshing. And, like, you get in depth. And so that's just us, though. We're, like, full throttle. You know what I mean? Take a gander at it. And, like, I'll actually, you know what? Let me just go over the categories. Just so y'all can take a moment and reflect. Okay? It's a lot of categories. But, like, it's your life. You should think about it. If you're going to spend the rest of your life with somebody. You feel me? So here we go. I'm not going to read the questions yet. I'm just going to read the categories. So here we go. Boom, bada boom. Work, home, relationship history, sex, health, appearance, parenthood, friends, pets, politics, community, charity, military, I know it's long, the law, media, religion, culture, leisure, travel and vacations, education, transportation, all the Asians. So communication, that's the last of the Asians, mealtime, gender roles, and living every day. So you got all these different categories. And it's like, yes, because these are all the different parts of your life that you guys are going to be navigating together. You know? And so it's good to kind of have an idea of where you stand on some of this stuff.
It really hits, like, every single category, and all, like, you hit everything, so I guess it won't allow there to be, like, a void for a certain thing. Like, well, okay, like, I knew how you felt about, you know, about family or gender roles, but I didn't know how you felt about finances. And, like, you know, if you don't like saving, that's something I can't be a part of. Or, like, somebody being like, I can't save, so then, you know, your partner being like, well, that's not something that I can really work with, and stuff like that. So even though there's a lot of categories, it really allows there for just, it's all on the table.
So finances, because we went over this list before we filmed, and so I'm like, so it sounds like finances is, like, a big one for you. Just based off of, that was the one that you discussed, so I don't know. Is that a big one? Is that wrong?
No, I kind of just, like, whatever popped up at the top of my head. I mean, I do think that finances are important.
Because you be saving, girl. You be saving.
Yeah, I mean...
This chick, she be saving. Yeah.
I like money. I'm not gonna lie. I like money. I like going to concerts. I like doing what I want and not having to feel like I can't do what I want because it's not an option. Like, of course, there's some things, like, I can't own a private jet. Not that I really would want one, but there's just, like, certain things that, like, okay, I love music and just, like, art and stuff like that. I can't buy an original Van Gogh piece. I can't. Like, I could go to Marshall's and get, like...
Facts.
Like, you know, one that some artist made, which looks amazing, but it's not, like, the real deal. I would love to do that, but that's just, like, not an option. So I want to be able to dictate what I can do that actually are options. You know? So, like, and I just kind of feel like it's pointless if I go to work and work so hard and I can fucking go see Twice in concert because I ordered Chinese food, or, like, I went to McDonald's way too many times that, like, besides, like, health risks reasons, but, like, you know, I got Italian food every single day last week, lunch, breakfast, dinner.
Did
so
it
now
kill
I
you?
can't, not literally, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically. So,
okay.
So now I can't afford to go to a concert that I like, or I can't afford to go on this vacation that I wanted to go on, you know? Like, that pissed me off.
Because if you're going to go to a concert, you're going to go to a concert.
Oh, yeah. Unless,
you've been doing that from the get.
So. Oh, yeah. Unless it's, like, an artist at like Adele. I was looking at Adele tickets because I was gonna talk to Carlton and be like, "Yo, we should do this for Mel's birthday. We'll go half and half."
And they're really expensive.
Last fucking row, $900. Adele, I love you. I love you.
We love you, Adele.
But
that's a little bit out of our price range, honey.
Yeah, if you ever watch this, just know I love you.
Please give me a ticket. Give us tickets.
Give me tickets.
Please.
But
please.
Because of, like, I come home smelling like lower middle class from work. So, like, $900 tickets ain't, like, you know, what am I going to tell my landlord? Sorry. But
right, that's rent right there. And that's not even full rent. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, I'm very lucky. I'm blessed with the situation I have where my rent is not really that much.
Yeah.
But it's
in New York, 900, it's just like you have like 12 roommates.
12 roommates or like
and you have like
a
2x4 like 2x4x4 like just a tiny ass little room.
Literally
a box. You live in a box.
Yeah, New York is fucking
shit. That's why we're upstate, honey.
Yeah. I'm just hoping to be rich so then eventually I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I want to stay in New York. Like family wise, yeah. And like I like the culture of it, but again, I like money, so I'm kind of like,
yeah. Okay.
Why the fuck am I gonna pay $2,000 for like something where it's like, oh, like here's like a full bath, a full kitchen, and like the bedroom's a little small. Like I wouldn't call it like a master bedroom. I'd call it just bedroom, and like you know you have enough room in your living room to like put a love seat and like think about having friends over. Why am I gonna pay $2,000 for that? I would be pissed. I would literally be like, I will be homeless. Like, I am not, you're not getting my money. Not literally homeless, but, you know. I wouldn't do that. That would make me mad.
I feel you.
You know? But, yeah. That's my tangent.
It's okay to have tangents. I feel you. I feel you on that shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The money. Alright, so, let's go over a couple of questions. So, let's see. Since we were already talking about like finances and stuff like that, we'll go into like the work category really quick. So one of the questions that they have is, what does your job entail? Do you travel? Do you work from home? Do you perform dangerous tasks? Are you on call? And then what's your retirement plan, right? And like, what do you want to do when you stop working? So for me, when I was getting into a relationship with my husband, he travels for work. So like that was, I had to sit and really think about that for a second and be like, if I'm with this man, like I have to be okay with the fact that he's not going to be home like all the time. Yeah. You know, and lucky for us, I get to travel with him, and you know, we get to spend a little bit of time together, like more than if I wasn't with him at all. Yeah. Which is nice. You know, but it's tough sometimes. Like having a husband that's like traveling, you know, because you want them around. I mean, I don't know about y'all. I want my husband around. No, because some people like go to work. Yeah. Tell them to go to work. I'm sick of seeing your face right now. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe that'll happen in like year 20. Who knows? But, so there's that. And I think that that's rough, you know, because long distance isn't easy for everyone. Yeah. You know, we started off in a long distance relationship. So not everybody can handle that. Some people need to see their significant other, you know, 2-3 times a week or whatever. And so it's, you know, it can be hard. Yeah. Let me see. Or like if they have like a dangerous job. Yeah. Could you imagine if like your boo was like one of those fucking crane operators in the city? Yeah, I don't know. Those big ass, like, I look at that every time and I'm just like, damn, I hope they get paid a lot of money to be on that crane. They do, actually. When I was looking at like union jobs and stuff like that, it's good. You know, it's nice paying. Good. Yeah. Good, because that shit is scary. Yeah. And dangerous. What do we got? We've got, home. This is a big one. Some people really argue about this one. Do you think of your home as a cocoon, or is your door always open? Both, to be honest, because like, you know, I was mainly raised by the Italian side of my family, but even then, like, you know,
you're Puerto Rican too. So I mean, we're like a slew of things because found out that apparently we're part Dominican and possibly Taino as well. I don't know, but
awesome.
Yeah, so we have to do the 23andMe test, I think it is.
Sweet.
But you know, it's very, the door's always open, like, come in, everyone eat, like, you know, you walk in and, like, you're getting offered 4 different foods every 5 minutes, and it's like, no, I'm alright, like, I don't eat, and then it's like offensive, it's like, you're not fucking hungry? Like, no, like, I'm not, okay? Alright, Grandma, like, put the goddamn spaghetti down, like, I don't want it. But, yeah, so I don't know, because both my dad's side and my mom's side have been, like, it's very open door, like, you know, come on in, bring your friends in, you know, as long as they're not little assholes, and, because then you'll know, like,
oh, yeah, like, it's either they're gonna, I feel like your parents would actually, like, say, like, it out loud.
Oh,
like,
no, they have. They're like, I don't want this fucking kid in my house.
Yeah!
And I'm like, you gotta go, man. I don't know what to tell you, but, you know, I won't name drop, so we'll use, like, fake names, but, like, Janice, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, this one kid stole from me one time.
Oh,
and we were young. We were in elementary school. But my mom literally was ready to fight the mom. Like, I will never forget my dad and I think Mikey, the 3 of us were in Best Bargain Books, because that was, like, our place. And I think, like, my mom called my dad or something.
Oh, she was ready.
And ready to fucking demolish this kid's mom. Because, like, you know, my parents work hard and stuff like that, and it was just like a stupid little wallet, but
they
not
stole.
a stupid little wallet. Like, yeah, like it's like my parents bought that, so I will never forget. We were in Best Bargain Books, and my dad answers the phone. He's like, "Oh God," like, yeah, my parents have no shame. That's why, like, that's how you know that my parents like you. Like, if my parents didn't like you, you'd be in the house one time, and that's it. So.
Well, at least, see, here's the thing. I don't know, like, I'm back and forth about that, because I'm very much like, say what you gotta say. If they're not allowed to be here, then fucking say it. But, like, I'm like very much like my mom. And my mom, she'll just be like, she'll just pull me to the side. She'll be like, Melanie.
Yeah.
Don't invite them here again.
Yeah. Oh, no, my parents are just loud.
She'll just whisper. She'll be like, listen, I don't know how they raise their kids, but they ain't gonna be in my house like that. Don't invite them back. And I'll be like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my parents, like, they'll pull you to the side, but you know how loud they are. That's the thing, is, like, your house, essentially, is supposed to be your safe space, so that's where I get the cocoon side of it, of, like, you know, that's your space. That's where you should feel the most comfortable. You worked hard to, you know, make money, or to afford that place, or even just to, like, you could buy a place, but essentially you have to make it your own, wherever you go. Like, something can feel like, wow, the moment that you first see it, like, yes, this is our place, but you still gotta make it your own. So I get the cocoon aspect of it as well, because it's like, you kind of want to gatekeep a little bit, you know, because it's like, that's your safe space.
And, like, sometimes you don't really have the energy left for, like, other people, because, like, you know how I am when I host. When I host, I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Nonstop. Yeah. Like, breakfast, lunch, dinner, we doing a thing. All I ask is you bring groceries. And it's just like, and then you tell me, you got an allergy, you got, you know, a sensitivity, you got a preference, you know what I mean? Because we have vegetarian friends, we have vegan friends. I have a couple of friends that are like,
with gluten.
Yeah, with the gluten allergy and whatnot. And it's just like, you're not about to come into my house and I can't feed you.
Yeah. Because
it's just like, I've been, and I understand that some people are in like a financial situation where they can't.
Yeah.
But I've been in situations where, like, as a younger kid, being in what's clearly a well-maintained home, you know what I mean? Where, like, they got a little money, and, like, they won't offer you nothing.
Oh, no.
It's a thing. And it could just be a culture thing. I could just be accidentally shitting on somebody's culture, my bad. But I was brought up that it's like, if you invite people over, because I'm just not, you know what the other thing too is, I don't just invite anybody over my house. So your family, I'm gonna feed my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel the same. I feel the same. Sometimes I want to be around people, and sometimes it's a lot to like get everything, like
Yeah.
being in a Puerto Rican house, like everything's gotta be like because they be judging. Let me tell you something. I had a family member that told me, to look at somebody's toilet, like the side of the toilet, to see if they dust back there. Because if they don't, they're nasty. So you better fucking believe I make sure I wipe that down, but I wipe it down twice, before anybody comes over, because I don't want anybody to, think whatever. I'd be like, look at these kids, they're nasty. You know what I mean? I don't want, so that's how I feel. So
all right.
Yeah. So I'm just like, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know? All right. Let me see what else we got here. We've got relationship history. Do you believe past relationships should be left in the past?
Yes and no. I think no, they should not be left in the past, but I think it's to a certain degree. Like, I think no, because, that person has been through things, so it's affected them. No one's a clean slate. Everyone has trauma to certain degrees,
Yeah.
Like, some people have really, extreme, not to say that, one trauma is more significant than the other, but, maybe someone is a little bit further on their healing journey than, with one trauma than a different trauma they have. But no, I don't think so, because I feel that that's super important to know, because also, too, you want to know your partner's triggers. I don't want to accidentally,
press that button.
Yeah, I don't want to act hypothetically, if you and I were in a relationship and you had a trigger with over-explaining yourself. So I guess, I can speak for myself personally. I have a trigger of being accused of things that I have not done, but the other person has done. So it's like with cheating, where it's like, well, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm literally just chilling. I'm just drinking my goddamn yoo-hoo. I'm just...
You really be in the cut,
chilling, literally just chilling, and they're over there fucking acting like it's romper room. But
What's romper room?
I don't know. My mom says it all the time. I hear older people say it. My dad all the time. He's like, "The fuck you guys running around here thinking that it's romper room?" He's like, "You can't just be doing that." Yeah, I don't know.
I'm about to Google what the fuck romper room is.
I think it's just kind of acting like some places a circus.
That's fair. Okay.
But so I feel like for me, that's a big trigger of if I'm not trusted. And I'm not saying that you need to trust me, but more so you should trust me because you're with me and because you want to trust me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you need to, but you should. If you're with me, you kind of should. But so if you don't know what their past relationship history was, it's very easy to just, heal someone's trigger and not mean to do that. And you don't want to hurt the person that you love. But to a certain degree, you should know about somebody's past relationship, because you should know about what happened, and if the person feels comfortable telling you. But again, just more so then do's and don'ts. And also too, some people harbor some hardcore shit. People have been abused in other relationships, which, trigger warning, if you have been abused, if you need to turn the dial down, the volume, go ahead.
Yes.
But people have been sexually, physically, verbally, mentally abused in past relationships, and it scars you. So I think that's something that you need, because that's delicate. You don't want to just be like, well, what the fuck? Why does it bother you? You might not know why it bothers them, but I don't think that the past partner should be in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, if your ex-boyfriend's name was Harry, I think that, it was the first name that came to mind. I think that Harry should not be in the middle of the relationship, but Carlton should know that in my past relationship, I dealt with X, Y, and Z. So, this is something that I have found that helps me if we communicate this way, like stuff like that. So I think it's very important to talk about your past relationships.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but keeping in mind that to be very careful of not letting that person be the third person in the relationship, if that makes sense.
No, it totally does. I mean, for me specifically, Carlton and I really don't, I guess we're a little bit different. Like, we get in depth.
Yeah.
On like the things that bothered us in our past relationships, because especially for me, I've dealt with a lot of like narcissists. I know the big word that everybody's using, but like seriously though, like it happens. And so for me, I'm triggered in a very specific kind of way. Anyone who's ever been with a narcissist and has experienced that gaslighting thing, they know like everything is so triggering, and you don't know why. Because after years or after a certain period of time where you're just being told your reality isn't real, right? You then question everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm very lucky to have such a patient partner that understands, like, man, she's been through, what is it? How do they say? Through the ringer.
Through mud. Dragged through the mud.
So, for me, it's very nice to have that open communication about discussing past relationships, because there are times where we'll have a discussion about something that's triggered me, or something that feels off, and through that discussion we then realize where it came from, like what caused that feeling, because it might not necessarily be like my partner did X, Y, and Z, so I feel this way. Sometimes you end up going the long way around and being like, I feel this way, and then you're like, wait a minute, my partner used to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? And so you end up going, the other way around. So sometimes it's really good, for me personally, to take that into account. Because you never know. You never know. Your partners are there. Your partners, your family, and your friends are there to trigger the shit out of you. Like, whether they mean to or not, it's about this journey and the lessons that, that you're going to experience. And it's not just going to happen from the people that you don't like. It's going to happen from the people that you love.
For real.
So, for me, it just so happens, because I'm always with my husband, because we're upstate, most of the time, that that's who I'm bouncing things off of. That's who I'm working with all of my shit, with. So that's really a big thing for me. So I don't have a problem with discussing past relationship stuff, because then it also like teaches me, like, for his side of things, like if there was something that I was doing wrong, because I have like this guilty conscience thing, and I want to be so good for him. But if I trigger him, or if I do something, that crosses a line, or whatever the case may be, tell me. Because I would feel so shitty if you didn't tell me. And then I couldn't fix it. Because I've had, like, not even like romantic, but like just regular friends that, like, something happened, I hurt their feelings, and they didn't tell me, or they mentioned it in passing, and I was like, well, let's talk about it. And so it won't happen again, so we can find out how we got here. And nothing. They're just like, no, forget it. I've been called emotional for that. Like, they're just like, you're just so emotional. You just, like, take everything so seriously, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, so you're okay with me just hurting your feelings and not taking it seriously? Anyways.
That's crazy. Like, I always say, even just not, like, you brought up a good point, even just not romantically, like, first of all, healing is not linear. So, like, I know there's plenty of times where, like, I'll be like, oh, like, I'll get re-triggered by something, whether it be, it could be in a, like, romantically, it could be in a friendship, because as you said, like, we're mirrors for each other. So it's like, we're really reminded, okay, you need to work on this, because, like, you get hit a little bit and you're like, what has happened, but, like, healing is not linear. So, you might have healed once, but that healing again, like you might have healed from this once, but then there might be a little subunit that like is not fully healed, and like you got to kind of go back to the thing again and go to the drawing board.
Oh yeah, because once you learn a lesson, right?
Yeah.
Life is gonna like give you a pop quiz. Be like, pop quiz, bitch. Did you really get over that shit?
Yeah.
And then be like, it's up to you to be like,
Yeah.
I did or I didn't.
Exactly. And again, it's not linear, and like I say this all the time, like you might be over the person who triggered you, but not over the trigger itself.
Absolutely.
So that person's boom.
Yeah.
Fucking a decade passed, but the trigger is still right there in your goddamn face. So
Goddamn face.
goddamn face.
That's good stuffs. All right, here we go. Let me see. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. So the next category is sex. Ooh. All right, here we go. This is not gonna be sexy. This ain't gonna be a sexy sex conversation. Anyways, the question is, what was the attitude towards sex in your family? Was it talked about, and who taught you about sex? Like, I feel like those questions in itself really, I feel like it really puts things in perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because especially if you're in like a hetero relationship, because for me personally, I feel like boys were taught to be a certain kind of way, and then women are just taught, to be a virgin for like forever.
For life.
Forever. And it's just like they fucking want you to hold on to that shit for forever. And I'm just like, but why? This motherfucker gave it up, real quick. Like, why don't you care about his virginity?
Yeah.
So, I feel like that was the conversation for a long time, was just like, no, don't do it. And also, like, don't get pregnant. That was the big one. Like, so, like, my entire time, because I started having sex at, like, 16, and, like, the whole time, I'm just like, I can't get pregnant. I won't get pregnant. Not getting pregnant. I can't get pregnant. I gotta finish high school. I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. They're gonna be so mad at me. I gotta do this. So it was just like, and then you just freak out, right? But here's the thing, though. I think personally, like, okay, so my mom was, like, really open with me about things. And if I ever had any questions, she was answering my questions. But then there's other stuff that you find out on your own.
Yeah,
and there's other stuff that you talk to your friends about. And I feel like women get a more accurate answer than men do.
Yeah.
Or boys, So I felt pretty okay. But it wasn't until I got older that I started getting uncomfortable. Yeah, just because of like some triggering stuff and whatever things that I'm working through in therapy. But it was easier when I was younger, and then it got a little bit more difficult as I got a little bit older. But I'm working through it. Yeah. And Carlton's wonderful. Like, he's such a good communicator, and he understands. And like, I'm not even gonna tell you how Carlton was how his parents talked to him about sex, because I'm gonna wait for him to like talk about that. Yeah. But it's really funny, actually. It's also a little fucked up, but it's funny when but for me it was open. And so, and you know how I am. Like, I guess now I'm a little bit more conservative. Okay. With or not even conservative. Let me not. Reserved. Yeah. I'm gonna say reserved. I ain't gonna say conservative. No offense. But like a little bit more reserved, because I'm navigating through things, right? Yeah. But I'm always the first person to be like, tell your partner if something is wrong, or if you have any questions, come to me. Like, because I was already Googling and researching shit. Yeah. In order to just, because I was curious. Yeah. Because I was curious, and I wasn't the kind of person that was like gonna get my answers through porn, which I feel like a lot of people do. But that's not what I did. I Googled that shit. I'm so serious. I Googled when I was in high school. Okay. Like, did I Google? What did I Google? I think I Googled like the sensitive parts of the penis. Okay. In order to like give like a better like blowjob or like hand job or like whatever. Yeah. I was Googling that shit. Yeah. I wasn't looking at porn for something. Like, I was watching porn, but I wasn't getting my answers through porn. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that was my experience, And so I'm just like, I couldn't imagine. I mean, did your parents talk to you about sex like that? Like, how was it?
I literally learned through society. Like, I did not have, like, that typical birds and bees talk with my parents. Like, obviously, you know about it and stuff. Because, like, the moment you hit middle school, it's a fucking
Oh my
zoo.
God.
It's a
It's
fucking
horrible.
zoo. And, like, you know, and then you have health class and whatever. But,
They just hand you a pad. Stop.
no, my health class actually, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, the budget was there. But, no, like, I literally learned through society. I never sat down and had a conversation with either of my parents. And then one day, my mom, I think some younger kid or something like that, like, you know, because my mom likes to, she be gossiping a little bit.
Mm.
And, I don't remember who, but she knew of some kid or something
Yeah.
that, was, you know, messing around with older men, and they should not have been.
Mm.
And, you know, my mom just kind of was like, I can't believe this fucking kid is, like, out here having sex with all these older people. And, like, she didn't stop to be like, you know how, like, in books, it has, like, the number 1 by it, and you look at the bottom of the page and it tells you the definition? Like, she already, like, was aware that I knew what that was, what that entailed, like, you know, just knew about it. So it was funny because, like, to me, I was like, but how do you know that I know? Like, we never talked about it. Like, how do you know that I know?
Wait, how
So-
old were you when this happened?
Maybe, I think I, like, just got into middle school, so maybe I was, like, 11, 12.
God damn.
Like, 12, I would
Okay.
say.
Uh-huh.
No, maybe 13. Maybe it was 12 or
That's a
13,
fair, yeah.
but it was, like, I wasn't in elementary school. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
I'm fucking, like, mom, like, yeah, these fucking kids, like, they're having sex, and then, like, 6-year-old me is like, but how do I do long division? You know? But, yeah, so we never really had that talk. But, you know, I could talk to my parents about anything.
Mm-hmm.
But we never had that conversation, so that's why, like, it's not taboo in our family at all, because, like, you know, my aunts are fucking wild, and, like, you know, like, they would drop the word slong, like, every 5 fucking seconds. They'd be, like,
Swan?
yeah, I don't
Okay.
know why, but, you know.
I haven't heard that word in a very long time.
Really? I feel like that's one of, like, the descriptive terms that my family has coined. I don't know why, but they just, yeah.
I forgot about that word.
I
To be
feel like
fair.
that's like a Long Island mom term.
I think so.
I think so. But, yeah, so, and then I just talk to you about stuff, and, like, I'll talk to Oshia about the stuff where it's, like, me trying to be, you know, inquisitive.
Yeah.
Like, what does this mean, you know?
One of my first things was like, lube.
Oh my god,
I was
so
so
funny.
intense about it. It was
was
just
funny.
like, I was like, of course condoms, but lube. That was the thing. Because,
Yeah.
like, yeah, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Linda, yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
And don't be ashamed
Yeah.
if your natural, you know, flows,
Yeah.
the juices, ain't juicing the way you think they are.
Yeah.
Because it's different. Every
Yeah.
interaction is different.
Yeah.
And, like, and it's not, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit longer or whatever.
Mm.
And for me, personally, like, sometimes I want it, but it's not, like,
Yeah.
necessarily ready.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, nah, we doing this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, lube. Yeah, absolutely. 1000%.
Yeah, that was so funny. I literally called you the next day. And I was like,
No, because I feel like, especially, like, with, like, new people to it,
yeah.
they don't think to get it. Like, yeah, people think birth control, they think, like, condoms.
Yeah.
But, like, new people to sex don't think lube.
Yeah.
Lube it up. All the things. All of the things.
Yeah.
Anyways, I went hard at that. But I'm serious.
Yes.
Because it's already a fucking painful process.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna make it worse by, like, making it feel like fucking sandpaper. Like, that's all, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Health. Which is kind of the same as, like, appearance. So, pretty much, yeah, we'll just go with this. So, is weight control important to you? And, like, is your weight control important to you? And is your spouse's weight important to you? Because if it is, like, be encouraging. Don't be a dick. And if they're going through something, like, just don't be a dick. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Because you know how many people, because the fucking podcast, you know the podcasters, you know the people that are expecting their wives to snap right back after having a baby. And it's just like, let me tell you something. You uneducated swine. They're probably not even watching this. But for people who would like to know, who are not uneducated swine, I shall educate you. When you get pregnant, there is a hormone that is released into your joints called relaxin. That's the chemical that's making all your joints more limber. That's one of the reasons for all the extra back pain and the hip pain, and like, it's because you're like looser. Everything is a little bit more flexible, and so that your pelvis can shift and open up and allow the baby to come out, right? Wow. And the relaxin doesn't leave your body right away. Like, it's not like you have a baby and then the relaxin is just out of your system. Yeah. The hormones are in your body for a specific amount of time, and it takes a while. And even then, your body is still recovering. Your fucking bones moved. Your bones moved. And you had a lot of weight on those bones at one point. Yeah. So they say, I forgot what the statistics are, but like, people who have children in that first year are at highest risk for injury. Wow. And you have to be, because the relaxin is still in the joints, there's a weakness. And so if you're expecting your significant other, you're pregnant, well, they're no longer pregnant, but the person who was pregnant, to then get back into the gym like 3 months postpartum, you're out of your fucking mind and you're really insensitive. There are people out there that they can do it, and that's absolutely wonderful. But to put that pressure,
even
across
just
the
as
board,
a woman, on yourself as well, like, be patient with yourself.
It's a whole thing. Like, I'm sitting here, the baby is 5 months now, and I'm slowly getting back into the gym because I don't want to hurt myself and injure myself and risk like some crazy shit going down. You know what I mean? Because I already have pain as it is. And so it's just like, do I want to lose the weight? Of course I do. But I'm also not stupid. Like, it's just like, I got a belly. There was a baby there. Yeah. I was a thick woman before the baby got here. There's gonna be some squish. Yeah. A little extra squish. Yeah. So, like, but I just think it's just irresponsible, if anything, to pressure your partner. Yeah. Because because there are people that are like, but it's for your health. No, it's for aesthetic purposes. Like, you just want your person to bounce back. And some people can, because that's genetics. Yeah. Some people can't. And don't feel bad if you can't bounce back right away. Because that's not right. Like, and if your partner is whatever, I want to say fuck them, but that's your partner. So I'm not gonna say fuck them, but secretly, like, if that's what they're thinking, fuck them. Under the table. Because you're gonna, you get back to what you get back to, and if you love your body as it is right now, keep it. Yeah. So if you are having a discussion with a potential partner, you should definitely have this conversation. Yeah. Because some people feel very strongly about their partner looking a certain kind of way, and there are people that can do that. So, what do you think?
I think it's okay to have a preference. Yeah. Because, like, some men or women prefer to have, like, like the joke, it's like, thick girls, where the thick girls at, So, like, it's okay to have a preference of, like, your partner being a certain way and stuff like that. The same way that, like, a man or a woman might have a preference to having a partner that is a little bit skinnier, or to the extreme of, like, fitness guru, like health, like muscular. And that's fine. That's your preference, as long as, like, it's healthy in the relationship. If both parties involved are cool with it, like, as long as, like, like, if Josue wanted me to be this super fit, like, my muscles were showing, like, I was toned, like, there's no fat, I mean, yeah, who doesn't want to be fit? But I wouldn't want that. So, like, I do want to lose a little bit of weight, but, you know, he likes the way that I look now, and I like the way, I mean, I would like to look a certain way, but, like, and vice versa. Like, I like how his body is, he likes how his body is. So, like, if both parties involved are in agreement with the preference, then cool, you know, because, like, why, like, I saw an episode of Golden Girls where the gentleman was dating Blanche's daughter, and she's a thicker girl, and he would shame her about it. So, like, why be with that person, you know? So, like, you can have your preference, but as long as you speak with your partner in a patient manner, that's what the big thing is. Like, it's the manner of how you speak to them about it, because you don't want to bully your partner if maybe they have gained weight or they've lost weight and you're concerned. That's the thing. Are you actually concerned, like, for health risk reasons? And, like, speak to them that way and be like, hey, like, you know, I've noticed that, like, even the phrasing is just hard of how to bring it up. You know, like, maybe I've noticed that you've gained a little bit more weight, or whichever way is the best way to phrase it for your relationship, because some relationships you could be super brutally honest, and then some you gotta be a little bit more delicate, but just, like, let them know that I'm a little bit concerned. Like, are you eating more because you feel depressed and you're not talking about it? If so, how can I help? Like, talk to me, I want to be there. Do you need to go to a therapist? Is there something that we could change? So I think that it's okay to have a preference, but it's not okay to bully. And if you're trying to bring up, you know, maybe your partner has lost a lot of weight, you don't want to be rude about it, but speak to them. Like, communicate about it, you know?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it gets tricky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think that also there can be, and this is just me coming from, like, being pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that there are people out there that they felt some type of way, and then when pregnancy hits, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have the time and the energy to get back into shape as quickly as you'd like to, or you're not even thinking about that because you're raising a human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I guess from the conversation should be had, and if you see that this person happens to be very adamant and very, we'll say, passionate about the fact that they require their partner to look a certain kind of way all the time despite whatever, like, that's very important to them, if that's on the top of their list, then you have to really think to yourself, like, is that sustainable for me?
Yeah.
You know, how important is it for me? Is that something that I'm comfortable with doing? You know, can I do that? You know, and then the thing is, you can always change your mind. Because you never know. Here we go. And speaking of, this is the theme, I guess, for today.
Oh boy.
Am I the asshole for getting up from my chair in the middle of Christmas dinner and shouting, "Shut the fuck up about my body," in response to my husband's observation? So, ever since I had my son months ago, my husband has started making indirect comments about my body. He never says any hurtful words, but I find his observations, as he calls it, hurtful. For example, he'd see me wearing an old top and say, "Oh, that top used to look good on you, but not anymore though." Or when he looks at my waist and says, "Wow, didn't know your waist could get this wide." What? Basically passive stuff that I tried to ignore till it extended to friends and family.
Oh, no.
FYI, this went on for months and months and months.
Oh, no.
We went to Christmas celebration at his family's home. My sister-in-law complimented my floral maxi dress, and my husband said, "I agree, it looks nice on you, though I have to admit that your waist could get smaller than this." Awkward silence took over. I was absolutely fuming, and this was my last straw. So I got up from my chair in the middle of dinner and shouted at the top of my lungs, "Shut the fuck up about my body." Yes! I'm sorry. I couldn't even finish. I was like, yes, bitch. Fucking tell him.
Yeah.
He was absolutely speechless as his family stared while some others tried to get me to calm down, but the situation got more tense and dinner ended up being cut short and my husband storming off to his friend's place to spend the night upon leaving a very nasty text saying I embarrassed him and made a scene over an observation he made. He called me childish and told me to get therapy for my insecurities instead of verbally abusing him and scaring his family. Now I feel like I'm an absolute asshole and like I ruined Christmas for him and everybody with my oversensitivity. Am I the asshole?
That's really fucking bullying. Like he's body shaming her at that point. Like, no, you're not the asshole. Like, if I get it. I mean, I don't completely get it because I have never had a child. But there's some things that you go through in life that do alter your body, and it is what it is. But it's not as though she's making, even if she was making unhealthy decisions that do, you know, you risk the possibility of health altercations. Like, okay, I can see you speaking to your partner about that and being...
he's being a total fucking
That's
douche.
what I'm saying. Like, that is fucking bullying. Like,
observation, the gaslighting
I was just
is
gonna say,
so
that's
real.
gaslighting. Like, he should have just spoken to her in private, not make comments, because that's different. He could have pulled it to the side and be like, hey, like, you know, maybe she hasn't been losing the baby weight and stuff like that, and if that's really important to him, he could vocalize that, but not make comments like that.
But here's the thing, clearly it does matter to him because he's been making these observations for quite some time. So it's just like, I'm sorry, honey, but you married a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
because who the hell says that?
Yeah.
Like...
That's literally just putting her down instead of speaking to her and be like...
Which is why it's just an aesthetics thing.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying about the health thing. He don't give a fuck about her health.
Yeah.
He wants her to look how he wants her to look.
Yeah.
And it's just like... It's so fucking rude. And in front of his family?
That's the thing, is like, first of all, you shouldn't be making those comments to your partner to begin with, because essentially you love the person, you care about them, and the whole idea behind finding your life partner is there's someone that's going to build you up and support you and give you tough love as well. That's the thing. You don't want a yes man, in my opinion. I don't want a yes man. That's why I like that Josue holds me accountable for things, because like there's some times where I need to be told. I need to be told, like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
for
fair.
me to realize, like, oh shit, you're right. Because sometimes we don't hold ourselves accountable, and you need that. You need accountability. But that's not accountability.
Yeah, she didn't say shit. Yeah, she didn't say shit about losing weight or anything. She just said that, like, she had her son months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he's just ever since I had my son, my husband has started making indirect comments about my body.
Yeah, that's
like
that's
she didn't say
cool.
anything about losing weight. She's not on a diet. She's not. It just sounds like she's just doing her thing.
Yeah.
You know, like she's just chilling.
Yeah, that's not cool.
He's
How do you say that to how do you say that to your wife and the mother of your child?
It's just really rude. And the fact that he was like, what was it? Hold on. Called her childish and to get into therapy for her insecurities. Like, that is some fucking rude gaslighting shit.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally saying these terrible things to her all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? You know what? She should flip it around and be like, you know, your penis is a nice size, but it could be a couple inches bigger.
That's so rude.
Like, you know what I mean? How the fuck would he feel if she said that? You know, it'd be nice if you had a couple extra inches on that dick of yours. Because, like, and I bet you he would fucking feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Would that be him being childish? If he felt some type of way about her just making fun of his penis the whole time? Yeah. Like, that's, and I'm just like, oh, I can't stand people like that. It makes me sad, but also, it's just, I don't know. Well, I do know. It's just terrible in general, and so, honey, you are not the asshole. Your husband is a total dick.
Yeah.
But I can't help but think he was already like this way before the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, but...
Yeah, like, what if she can't control that? Because, like, first of all, like you said, like, your body needs time to recuperate. And also, too, it's not that easy to lose weight.
It's really not, especially after a certain age.
Yeah,
or genetics. You could just
too.
be predisposed to being a bigger woman.
Like, you can't sometimes, you know, you can't control how fast you lose weight, because what if you're sick? There are some illnesses that you can't lose weight like that. It's a process. Even going to the gym and working out, because I believe they say that a healthy amount of weight to lose is, I want to say it's like a pound per week, or like a pound or two per week.
Excuse me.
So, you know, it's not going to be something overnight, and you, air quote, can't control that. Like, technically you can. Like, okay, so what, you want her to starve herself and then possibly run the risk of developing an eating disorder? Like, of course it sounds like it's reaching a radical idea, but still, saying those hurtful words to people can alter them, and it can make them think a certain way. Like, God forbid she was to develop a eating disorder because of this, you know?
It just sucks, because it's just like, this woman just carried your child.
Yeah.
You know? She's taking care of your kid.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, there's also a part of me that's like, are you helping? You know? Now I'm questioning everything this fucking guy is doing at this point. Because if this is how you're showing up for your partner in this capacity, what the fuck are you doing in all the other, like, categories? True. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should be supporting your partner. So if anything, you know, speak with her about it. Again, keep in mind she just fucking had a baby a few months ago.
But at this point, I wouldn't listen to a goddamn thing this man said, because it's an appearance thing. He don't give a shit about her health.
Yeah, I mean, it also is easier for us to say that because we don't love him. We're not the one in the relationship, you know. So I don't know. I feel like, though, if somebody's doing that from the get,
I'm judging
from the
hard.
they're not
hard right now.
You know,
that's because that's a terrible fucking thing to do.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
And then doing it in front of his family. I think the thing that really got me was
calling it an observation.
I mean that, but also too, I believe in his text message he said, for being verbally abusive.
Yeah.
What?
It's
She was
verbally
defending
abusing
herself.
him and scaring his family.
Yeah, okay. Like, she was defending herself. Like, even if the shoe was on the other foot, and say she was making comments about him, and like they were in front of her family and stuff like that, I would hope he does the same thing. I would hope that he tells her to shut the fuck up. Like,
honestly, I'm really proud of her.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand how many am I the assholes where, like, a violation is, like, made and the person doesn't say anything. Girl, I am so happy for you that you done cursed this motherfucker out in front of his family and you just said what you had to say, because I'm sure that shit was, like, building up and building up and building up until finally you was like, you know what, I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let him have it, because he can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? And that's what happens. And this is the thing, oh my god, what is it called? There's a word for her type of reaction, because it's specifically between, like, a narcissist and their victim, where, like, they poke and poke and poke and poke with these little, like, with little things that they know bother you. Yeah. And then, like, you have an explosive reaction after it building, and then they get to turn around and look at you and be like, see, look, everybody, look, she's the fucking crazy one. Look. You know what I mean? There's a term for it. But anyways, yeah, girl. Let me just say, you are not the asshole. Yeah. I'm so sorry that you went through this. Like, you deserve all the things, not him. You don't deserve him, or excuse me, he doesn't deserve you. And I truly hope that, you know, I hope that felt so good to tell him to shut the fuck up. Yeah. I hope it was I hope it was delicious. Yeah. I know you feel bad now, but I really hope that you felt, like, good and powerful in that moment. Yes. You know what I mean?
Defend yourself.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, that is my anthem. Fucking beating the shit out of bullies. Oh my god, I love those comeback stories where it's beautiful. Like, you know, like, yeah, Timmy, stand up to your fucking bully. Go, Timmy! You know what I'm saying?
You love to hear it. Yeah. You love to
defend yourself.
All right, girl. So, we're gonna say our goodbyes.
Yes.
We're going to leave y'all with some affirmations.
Yes.
All right, Dom, what you got?
The affirmation for today is I am connected to my inner self and to the beauty of the world around me.
That's nice.
Yes.
I like that.
So I hope that affirmation resonates with you. If not, sorry, and tune in next time because I can't change what we just said. But yeah, I hope that it really builds you up, and in some way, shape, or form, you can apply it to your day and hopefully make your day a little bit better from those words. So thank you. You can find us on Instagram. Our handle is
Dom_Mel_podcast. Until further notice. Cast.
A little echo. So yes, you can find us on there. We will also be on YouTube. Unfortunately, this episode is going to be an audio only episode, but pay attention to us in the future, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.